Fannie Mae ANSI Update number 139, page 14 and 15. Part B, Origination through Closing. Subpart 4, Underwriting Property. Chapter 1, Appraisal Requirements, General Appraisal Requirements. Financing terms offered by a third-party institutional lender that is not already involved in the property or transaction. Any adjustment should not be calculated on a mechanical dollar-for-dollar cost of the financing or concession, but the dollar amount of any adjustment should approximate the market's reaction to the financing or concessions based on the appraiser's judgment. Related announcements. The table below provides references to the announcements that have been issued that are related to this topic. Announcements. Announcement SEL 2014-03, issued April 15, 2014. B4-1 period 1-02, Lender Responsibilities, April 15, 2014. Introduction. This topic contains information on lender requirements, including lender responsibilities, confirmation and documentation of the current owner, objective and unbiased appraisals, reporting unfavorable conditions. Lender responsibilities. The lender is responsible for ensuring that the subject property provides adequate collateral for the mortgage. Fannie Mae requires that the lender obtain a signed and complete appraisal report that accurately reflects the market value, condition, and marketability of the property. Additionally, the lender is responsible for compliance with the appraiser independence requirements, selection of the appraiser, see B4-1 period 1-03, appraiser selection criteria. Page 15. Compliance with the Uniform Appraisal Dataset, UAD, when applicable. See B4-1 period 1-06, Uniform Appraisal Dataset, UAD, and the Uniform Collateral Data Portal, UCDP. Ensuring the appraiser has utilized sound reasoning and provided evidence to support the methodology chosen to develop the value opinion, particularly in cases that are not covered by Fannie Mae policy. Successful submission of the appraisal through the UCDP prior to delivery, see B4-1 period 1-06, Uniform Appraisal Dataset, UAD, and the Uniform Collateral Data Portal, UCDP, and continually evaluating the appraiser's work through the quality control process, see B4-1 period 3-12, Quality Assurance. Note, if any applicable law, regulation, or lender's policy requires the lender to obtain more than one appraisal in connection with the mortgage loan, for loans delivered to Fannie Mae, the lender must select and use the single most accurate appraisal for underwriting purposes, and that appraisal must be delivered through the UCDP. Confirmation and documentation of the current owner. What your source was. Extra note. Confirmation that the property seller in a purchase money transaction or the borrower in a refinance transaction is the owner of the subject property based on publicly available information. Helps to identify property flipping schemes, which typically involves various combinations of transactions and result in a sale of recently acquired property for significant profit based on a misleading or fraudulent appraisal with an inflated property value. Lenders must confirm and document in the mortgage file that the property seller in a purchase, money transaction, or the borrower in a refinance transaction is the owner of the subject property when an appraisal is required. Examples of acceptable documentation include, but are not limited to, the appraiser's analysis and conclusions in the appraisal report, a copy of a recorded deed, mortgage, or deed of trust, a recent property tax bill or tax assessment notice, a title report, a title, commitment, or binder, or